Hello everybody, my name is Paige and welcome back to my channel. Before we start, the lighting is horrible, I know. I'm working 2 jobs now, so I can really only film at night without it being crazy loud here. So I am apologizing for the lighting. I really there's not much I can do for it. So yeah, but we are going to be doing my October TBR today. I have my TBR jar. I have a bunch of fall reads I want to read. This is my new bookshelf with all of my TBR books up top. So I'm really excited about this. I love fall reads, so that's basically what this month is going to be full of. Yeah. So I am doing the Pumpkin Pages readathon for Faith's Reading Things, I think is what it's called. She's on YouTube and Instagram. Everything's posted on her account. So I'm going to try and fit as many that I've picked out for that readathon in with my prompts, but if I can't fit something from that readathon into the prompt that I draw, then we're just going to draw something fun. So that is all I have for this intro. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the arcs, and then we're going to go ahead and get drawing. Alright, so I have my Kindle here. The first arc I have is If I Stopped Haunting You. This is like a romance with like a paranormal aspect. Like, they are both humans. It's not like a paranormal romance, but it is really good. I'm about 30% into it and loving it, and it's so good. The next one I want to read is A New Lease on Death, I think is what it's called. And that one sounds really good. I know there's like a paranormal aspect once again. I think there's like a mystery thriller. They're trying to solve a murder case. And then The Debutantes I know is a thriller. So that's really all I know about those 3. Again, I like to go into my arcs kind of blind, just to get a better experience with them. But those are the 3 arcs I want to read this month. I have more, but I've been doing a bad job with my arcs. So I'm setting my expectations low this month and giving myself 3 because I only read 2 last month. So I'm trying to get better about reading my arcs before I read my physical books, but it's hard to juggle both of them. But those are the arcs I want to read this month. Now that we went over our arcs, we're going to go ahead and pick our first prompt, and then we will pick the book that goes with it. All right. Our first prompt is a fantasy or a romantasy. So I know the perfect book for this because I've been dying to read this book. Let me go ahead and grab it. Alright, the book that I chose for my fantasy is The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I had so many to choose from for this. I have bought so many fantasy recently, so you may see a lot of fantasy on this TBR, honestly. But The Serpent and the Wings of Night. For humans and vampires, the rules of survival are the same. Never trust, never yield, and always, always guard your heart. The adopted human daughter of the Nightborn Vampire King carved her place in a world designed to kill her. Her only chance to become something more than prey is entering the Kajari, a legendary tournament held by the goddess of death herself. But winning won't be easy amongst the most vicious warriors from all 3 vampire houses. To survive, she is forced to make an alliance with a mysterious rival. Everything about him is dangerous. He is a ruthless vampire, an efficient killer, an enemy to her father's crown, and her greatest competition. Yet what terrifies her most of all is that she finds herself oddly drawn to him. But there's no room for compassion in the Kajari. War for the Nightborn crown brews, shattering everything that she thought she knew about her home. And he may understand her more than anyone, but their blasting attraction could be her downfall in a kingdom where nothing is more deadly than love. Ooh, this sounds really good. Sorry, my dog is whining. This sounds amazing. I've heard so many good things about this. I think the 3rd one is coming out soon. I didn't say any names because I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce them and I don't want to mispronounce them. That's why I said he and she and her and everything, because I just don't want to mispronounce anything. But this sounds really good. So that is our first book on the TBR. As you can see, I just recently purchased this. Still has the sticker on there. So I'm really excited about this. Add it to the TBR. We're going to go ahead and draw our second prompt. I'm really excited. Let's draw this one. This one is Book with a Pink Cover. Let me think about books that I have with a pink cover, and I will be right back to you. Actually, I see one literally right there. So let me grab that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just grabbed the book that was right there, and that is my Vampire Plus One. So this is the same author as My Roommate is a vampire, and it says nothing sucks more than fake dating a vampire in this paranormal romantic comedy. Amelia Collins is by definition successful. She would even go so far to say successfully single, but not according to her family. She's tired of the constant questions about her non-existent dating life. When an invitation to yet another family wedding arrives, she decides to get everyone off her back once and for all by finding anyone, to pose as her date. After a chance encounter with Reginald Cleves, Amelia decides he's perfect for her purposes. He's a bit strange, but that's fine. It'll discourage tough questions from our family, and it certainly doesn't hurt that he's very handsome. So, obviously, he's a vampire, she's a human, which was the same way it was in My Roommate's a Vampire. I have been waiting for this one to come out for forever. I absolutely loved My Roommate's a Vampire. It's such a fun read, and this will be perfect for October because it's Halloween time. This will be able to kind of cut through if we have any darker romances. This will be a good way to lighten up the mood. Also, I'm so sorry about my dog whining. He won't stop, and he's been out. I've given him attention. He's eaten. He's had water. I don't know what's wrong with him. He just does that. He's a hound dog, and he's old. He just whines. But don't worry about him. He's fine. He's just like that. He's been doing it since he was a puppy. But this is our second book on the TBR. All right, we're going to go ahead and pick out our third book. This one is a book with 300 plus pages. So let me go through and look at all of my books and see what is more than 300 pages and which one I definitely want to read. And I will be right back. The book I chose for this prompt is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Literally everybody's been obsessed with this one and talking about it for the fall time. Lauren and I went on a huge hunt for it. I posted a vlog with us doing that, and I'm so glad that we found it. We are buddy reading this together right now. As you can see, I finished chapter 1 and she's already finished chapter 4, so I have to catch up after I'm done filming this video. But it is a small town spicy romance. When Jeannie's aunt gives her the beloved Pumpkin Spice Cafe in the small town of Dream Harbor, Jeannie jumps at the chance for a fresh start away from her very dull desk job. Logan is a local farmer who avoids gossip at all costs, but Jeannie's arrival disrupts his routine and he wants nothing to do with the irritatingly upbeat new girl except that he finds himself drawn to her. Will Jeannie's happy-go-lucky attitude win over the grumpy but gorgeous Logan, or has the city girl found the one person in town who won't fall for her charm or her pumpkin spice lattes? So this one is a spicy romance, and it also has a mystery aspect in it, which I find really cool, like a romance mystery. I think it's perfect for the fall time. Obviously, look at the setting of the book. I also have the Cinnamon Bun bookstore that I would want to read after I finish this, but I might not get to that until November. But I'm really excited about this one. So far, it's good. I've only read the first chapter, which is 8 pages, but so far, so good. We're gonna go ahead and choose our fourth prompt. So let's see what we choose. Ooh, this one's folded up pretty good. This one is Book You've Been Putting Off. I know exactly which one I'm going to pick for this because it has been on multiple TBRs and I still have not read it. So let me go ahead and grab that. The book I picked for a book I've been putting off is The Institute. I'm not really going to go over what this is about because I've gone over it in multiple videos now. Still have not read it. It's very intimidating because I have the hardcover, so it's just huge. And yeah, but it sounds amazing and I really need to read it because I love Stephen King's writing. As you can see, all of this from here over is Stephen King because I love his writing so much, and I have more of his books. They're just not here. They are packed up at my mom's because I read them, so I didn't take them with me here. I gave them to my mom, but that's besides the point. I really need to get to this one because I've not read a Stephen King book in a while now, since I finished Pet Sematary, which was, I think, before we moved. It's been a while. So definitely need to pick this one up. And that is our fourth book. I'm going to go ahead and choose our fifth prompt, and then from there I'll decide if I want to choose a sixth prompt. All right. Got one? Our prompt is a female protagonist. All right. So I have a lot of books with female protagonists, so let me look through up here and figure out which one I want to grab. All right, the book I chose is Can't Spell Treason Without T, which is actually 2 female characters. Run away with me, the mage had said, her eyes alight. You like tea, I like books. Let's open a shop somewhere remote and forget the world exists. All Reina and Chianthe is how I'm going to pronounce it. I don't think that's right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Want is to open a bookshop that serves tea while firelight drifts between the rafters. But Reina works as one of the queen's private guards, and Chianthe is the most powerful mage in existence. Leaving their lives isn't so easy. But after an assassin takes Reina hostage, she decides she's thoroughly done risking her life for a self-centered queen. Meanwhile, Chianthe has been waiting for the chance to flee responsibility, all the better that her girlfriend is on board. Together they settle in Tawny, a town nestled in this icy tundra near Dragon Country, and open the shop of their dreams. What follows is a cozy tale of mishaps, mysteries, and a murderous queen throwing the realm's biggest temper tantrum, while these two women discover what they mean to each other and the world. So this one is a very cozy fantasy with like a mystery aspect. It says that cozy fantasy is steeped with love. I have heard amazing things about this. The sprayed edges are also really pretty, and this one is on my Pumpkin Pages TBR. I know that for a fact, and I'm really excited to read this one. I was so happy I was able to pick it up. So that is our 5th book, and I think we're going to choose one more. All right, we're going to go ahead and choose our 6th prompt. Also, I'm going to apologize now. I've been out of breath like this entire video. My allergies have been killing me, and I literally can't breathe, even after taking allergy meds. So I am so sorry, but that is why I've been so out of breath. But let's choose our 6th and final prompt. I hope we get something good. All right, we got a YA book. Ooh, okay. Oh, I know exactly what I'm going to pick for this one. Let me go ahead and find it. The last book I chose that's a YA book is Heartstopper. I loved the TV show, so I definitely need to read the graphic novels. I only have the first one right now, but I definitely want to read all of them. The 3rd season actually comes out tomorrow while I'm filming this, so I'm definitely going to watch that tomorrow. I'm so excited. But there is some like content warnings in these books, so look into that. I was warned about some things in the next season just based on some stuff from my past, so my friend warned me about it. But if you don't know, this is a romance between Charlie and Nick. Charlie is openly gay. Nick is straight, or seemingly straight, because he's the captain of the rugby team. They end up sitting next to each other, and Charlie develops this crush on Nick and doesn't know if his feelings are returned, but obviously we find out they kind of are. So this just follows like their entire journey into like developing these feelings for each other, developing a relationship. That's what this entire series is following. It's just following the ups and downs of their relationship, the ups and downs of their lives as teenagers and in high school and everything. So it's just a really good TV series. Even if you don't want to read the books, it's an amazing TV series. But I have a feeling the graphic novels are going to be even better, because there will probably be more details in here that were left out of the show. So I'm really excited to read this finally, and I have a feeling I'll read it in like an hour, because I've heard that these are really quick reads. So that is our last book for this month's TBR. All right, so that is all of the books for this month. I am really excited about all of them. I have a feeling that they will be amazing. A lot of these I did put on that Pumpkin Pages TBR for the readathon, but I didn't get to include some of them in here, but that is all right. I'm really excited about all the books that I picked here. I'm excited about the arcs I have to read, and that is all I have for this video. So you can go ahead and do any YouTube stuff like subscribing or liking or anything, but that is all I have for you today, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.